As we get ready to bring this evening to a close, folks, I want you to meet somebody that I just met today. Would you welcome with me Jennie Parks? I want to tell you about Jennie a little bit as she comes. Come on, Jennie. Jennie told me her story over the weekend. She told me about being a single mother, told me about her Catholic upbringing, told me about working so hard as a teacher, trying to do the right thing, raise her daughter, love her daughter. Made a mistake about 18 months ago, maybe a little longer than that. Found herself pregnant again. Got to the place where she was so desperate to think, what can I do to help my daughter that already is living and not just throw everything away? And she actually got to the place where she made an appointment down at the abortion clinic. But a funny thing happened on the way to the abortion clinic. Jennie kept running past those signs you all paid for. Pray and fast to end abortion. Talk to us for a minute about what it felt like to get to such a desperate place that you even began to take a step against your own upbringing, against your own values.
Well, where do you start? I mean, fear is the biggest one I could say. How's everyone going to look at you? You know, I was just turned 25 at the time. I was scared, afraid, and the shame of it all. You know, here I am. It happened again, and the people looking at you looking down upon you like you're some terrible person. And you get to that point where, you know, I knew I was brought up Catholic. I went to Dwenger. I did all those things. And in a moment of human weakness, I made the consideration to end her life. And I remember that morning, I was sitting outside with my mom, and she looked right at me and said, I know this isn't you. And all week I had been praying and sitting here seeing the signs, you know, as I drive my 30-minute commute to the south side of town to go teach first graders, and I would sit here and think, and I'd see these kids, and I just looked at my mom and said, I can't go. And I never went to the meeting. I never looked back. And I knew it was wrong, and I knew that from here on out, I've got to figure out what my next step is to do.
Jennie shared with me that she actually went and sat down with the father of her child. Was that a scary moment, kind of saying, here's what I've decided? What was that like doing that?
It was, but in the same sense, he was 100% supportive of my decision to adopt out. And he was involved in every step of the process. He sat with me and met couples, and we picked the couple together, we told the couple together, and he was there when she was born, and he was there when we placed her.
Up for adoption. So you go through this valley where you question things and you almost make some really bad decisions. But somehow God got a hold of you. Through your family, through those signs, through your prayers, and you make a decision for life. You share it with the man who is the father of this child. And as you shared with me on the phone, it was a relief to him that you were saying, you know what, I'm not going in that direction. Now, Jennie is privileged to have an open adoption where, do we have a picture? I thought we had a picture. Maybe we don't have a picture. There she is. This sweet little life that almost would never have appeared on that screen now lives with a couple who longed for and could not have a child. It is the joy of their life every single day. And through the privilege of this open adoption, Jennie, they live in Florida, this couple that's raising the girl they adopted. And Jennie gets to see them when she goes down about once a year, and they stay connected to make sure that her daughter here knows that she has a sister there, and that her daughter there knows that she has a sister here. She's got a necklace on. Tell them just for a second about that necklace.
I have a necklace, and it has both my daughter Madeline and Zoe, which the name Zoe means gift from God. And on the back it has their birthdays. And Allison, who is the adopted mother, she has the other half with Zoe's name.
Isn't that something?
And we both wear our necklaces to remind each other that we share her. It is not just their daughter, it is our daughter. And I feel so privileged to have them in my life, where they call me on her birthday, they call me when she makes big landmarks, and I get that esteemed privilege of knowing how my other daughter is doing. Even though she's thousands of miles away, I still get to know.
Isn't that great? Jennie, what would you say, as we wrap up here, what would you say to the person driving to work on a 30-minute commute who's found out some really bad news? What was great news for the congressman was bad news for Jennie. What would you say to that woman taking that drive, thinking this all through? What would you share with her?
Well, I would share that even though we all are caught in moments of human weakness every day, whether it's a right turn, a wrong turn we make, a decision that we have, to think it through. What can you live with? What decision can you sit and sleep with at night knowing that you did this? And for me, I knew I would not be able to sleep at night knowing that my child was not here. And I would tell that to someone in my position, that there are so many other options. There are so many couples out there who, I can't tell you how many couples I met that just were, begging and pleading for children. And that hold your head up high, because even though it was a wrong decision, it ends up turning into a right one. And to be proud of that decision and be proud that you chose life and that you chose to give this couple the life that they've always dreamed of and wanted and love to pieces.
Yeah,
and
that's great.
That's it.
Where's your family? Where's your mom?
Right over there. Table 17.
Table 17. Jennie's family is here with us. And thanks, Jennie's mom, for praying for her. Thanks for saying to her, this isn't you. This isn't like you. This isn't you. And we are proud that we could have a little part with all our little signs of what was going through your mother's heart. We honor you for your witness. We honor you for your moral courage, not only for making the right decision, but even coming up here with nervous butterflies and being very open to all these new friends of yours. Thanks for being with us, Jennie. God bless. Good job.